Hey guys, so this is my video on Sasha Banks quitting WWE and just being overall frustrated with WWE. So Sasha Banks and Bayley did go into WrestleMania 35 as the tag team champions. They defended in their fatal four-way match. The Iconics ended up winning. The main thing that I took from this, and Ryan Satin of Pro Wrestling Sheet and Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com have reported very similar stories that unfortunately Sasha Banks and Bayley were led to believe that they were having a long, prestigious title reign, but they got the wool pulled right over them last minute, and the day of WrestleMania, they were kind of tricked and told that the Iconics were taking the titles from them. And I say tricked because they went in thinking that they were going to retain, and that was the initial plan, but Vince, I assume, allegedly, changed plans right before the show, and that really set Sasha and Bayley off because they went into it with a promise, so to speak, that they were going to have the titles for quite a while and making something of the titles. And I could understand being very upset about that. You know, you think you're going to go in and retain and then you don't. So that's annoying. I could definitely understand that. And let's jump into Sasha Banks as a single star. Sasha Banks has constantly been misused, in my opinion. Even though, yes, she does have 4 title reigns under her belt and she has a tag title reign under her belt, her title reigns are very, very short. So it's kind of like, why bother even putting the title on her if you're just going to take it off right away within a couple weeks? So her first title reign, she lost to Charlotte. It was only 27 days. Her second title reign was only like 27 days as well. Her third title reign was only 20 days. And her fourth title reign, she lost to Alexa Bliss, and that was only 8 days, a week. Are you kidding me? So I could definitely understand Sasha's frustrations with WWE, and I think it's absolute BS because she is an incredible talent. Sasha Banks has definitely proven how amazing she is in the ring, and she's definitely all for the sport of pro wrestling, and her heart is in pro wrestling. You know, she is a performer through and through. But I think that she's constantly being misused, and I think that's what's leading to her being frustrated with WWE. Now, she did cancel a Wendy Williams appearance. She did not show up. She then went on vacation with her husband and Kalisto's wife, and she's been not seen on WWE TV since WrestleMania. So as of now, a lot of these dirt sheets are reporting. Now, of course, you have to take this with a grain of salt because no one truly knows, but apparently Sasha Banks has been contacted for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and if she agrees, then of course she'll be back on WWE programming. But if not, then I think she's going to sit out her contract. But the problem with that is that they can actually add on time to her contract if she doesn't show up. So the problem with these contracts, and I have to be honest with you, if you're not sitting down with a lawyer, reading everything, every little detail, then you know, that's basically your fault, because if you're signing a big contract like this, because Sasha just signed a contract for 3 more years, so she's going to be there for a while. So she's got to get this worked out because she still is going to be with WWE for at least 2 to 3 more years. So it's very complicated and it's tough to comment on, but I just think that Sasha wasn't meant for the tag division anyway. She truly is a single star. So if Sasha Banks does come back, I really do hope they push her pretty good as a single star because, you know, when she was a single star previously, her title reigns were flat. You know, they fell flat. They did not book her properly at all. They booked Alexa and Charlotte to be like gods, but they booked Sasha to flop. And it's just so fucked up. It truly is. With the amount of talent that Sasha has in her body, you would think that they would book her to the stars, but they literally didn't. So I could definitely understand Sasha being upset, and she totally has my support there. So the big current rumor circulating about Sasha Banks currently is that she will be offered a spot in the women's Money in the Bank match in a few weeks. I don't know how true that is. I think that if she is in that match, she's going to need to win, no doubt about it. The only downside of having Sasha win now is that everyone's going to complain and say she's being handed this opportunity because she complained and bitched about it. So that's something you got to take into account too. Like, a lot of people are going to doubt her even more because they're going to say she's being handed this because she threatened to quit. So you're going to have to answer to those people as well. So do I agree with Sasha Banks or do I disagree? So to be completely honest with you, I definitely see some things where Sasha is upset about. Like, if they promised her a long tag title run and she didn't get that, of course that's ridiculous. Her title reigns in general have been an absolute disaster, and I 100,000% agree with her. I would be flipping out about that. That's ridiculous, especially of a talent, a caliber of Sasha Banks, somebody who is incredible in that ring. That's an absolute disaster. So I completely 100,000% agree. Where I disagreed though, you have a multitude of talent on that roster currently who will not see any accolades that Sasha has currently, who deserve the world. Look at Ruby Riott, look at Ember Moon, look at people like Dana Brooke, somebody who's trying so hard each week just to build themselves up. They wish that they could have the spotlight that Sasha has. And I think that, in my opinion, Sasha should be more aware of that. Sasha's always going to be a top star, but you know, there's so many women in this division who would kill to have the platform that Sasha currently has, would kill to have all those title reigns that Sasha has, to have that exposure. And I feel like Sasha should be a little bit more aware of that. I'm not saying that she doesn't have any reason to be frustrated, because she does. But at the same time, I definitely think that there's a lot more other women who definitely should be complaining, you know, before Sasha. Ruby Riott is who I'm talking about. Ruby is someone who is a decorated 10-year veteran who should be killing it. But unfortunately, she's jobbing. I don't get it. So that is my current thoughts on the Sasha Banks situation. Does she have every reason to be frustrated due to booking? Absolutely. Are there other women who should be complaining over Sasha right now? Absolutely. So I just want all the women to succeed, you know? So that's how I'm kind of looking at it from that angle. I'm all for women's wrestling. I want all of them to do well, but I definitely think there's other women right now who have just as much talent as Sasha that aren't getting the time of day. Ruby Riott, Ember Moon, so to speak. Those are just two main ones, but there's definitely more. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like, of course, and subscribe for more content. And don't forget to click the notification bell, tap the bell to be alerted every single time I upload a video. I don't want you guys to miss out on that. And please follow me on my social media, Twitter and Instagram at ValinaWWE. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back soon.